Do you ever let your head hit the pillow at night and realise you've just gone the whole day without praying or having any kind of meaningful connection with Jesus? And I don't mean facilitated by someone else in your life. I mean you personally connecting with Jesus. Sometimes you can even start the day with some prayer and a desire to walk with Jesus throughout the day, but you find yourself at the end of the day realising that you just got busy and distracted and frustrated and stressed and you feel like a long way from God at the end of the day. What you need and what I need is to develop and keep developing healthy habits of connecting with Jesus throughout the day. So many of our brothers and sisters who have gone before us through the centuries have worked hard to develop what they'd call Christian disciplines of connecting so that they would throughout the day commune with Jesus and abide with Jesus in the midst of all the daily activities, stay connected with him. That's the desire behind this series we've got kicking off on Monday, next Monday, called Draw Near. And it's a simple concept. The idea is for us to attempt to draw near 3 times a day, every day, for 3 weeks leading up to Easter. And try to develop healthy rhythms of connecting with Jesus. A couple of tips, a bit of feedback from people who have attempted this in the past. Those who feel like it's worked well for them would say it worked because they decided in advance to do it and had a plan for what they were going to do. If you just kind of stumble into next week without a plan, chances are it might just come and go and you don't get to make the most of this opportunity. So this is the week to decide you're going to do it and to come up with a plan for what you're going to do starting next Monday to make the most of this season leading up to Easter. The other tip is make it easy and achievable. Don't attempt something that's way beyond you because you'll only last a few days and then you'll give up. Attempt something that's really quite easy and doable so that you can get in a rhythm and feel like you're succeeding at it, and then maybe it can be expanded over time. And the other tip would be try and piggyback a new habit to an old habit. So attach it to something that you always do every day anyway, and that can help you know when you're trying to have a moment where you pause for prayer and connection with Jesus. Some of the suggestions that people have done in the past and are thinking about doing this year are, I'll just give you a few examples, this might help you. Roll out of bed straight onto your knees and pray the Lord's Prayer. Someone said they're going to, whenever they get in their car to head off to work in the morning, they're going to click their belt in, turn the car on and just sit there in the car for a while and pray before they drive. Someone's decided they're actually going to start using the daily reading guide, which they always intended to use but hadn't been doing. They're going to get on that. Someone else said that they found another resource, another great book. I think it was Spurgeon or some other kind of Lent readings that they've found a resource. You can go hunting for a resource to help you there. Someone else said that just every time before they eat, they're going to make sure they pause to pray. I mean, that's simple, isn't it? But even just taking a breath before you stuff your face and at lunchtime and breakfast and just thank the Lord and connect with him in that moment. Others are putting together a playlist of songs that they want to listen to which will help direct their hearts towards Jesus at a certain time in the day. And others, this is what I'm going to really make sure I do, is as I hit the pillow at night, I'm going to do a reflection. I'm going to think back through the day with Jesus, acknowledging areas where I failed and ask for forgiveness and thanking him for areas of his grace and mercy that I'm aware of, and then praying for the day to come. The other thing I'm going to try and get back onto as well is, which I've done in the past with some of you, is have prayer for lunch on Wednesdays, which is to fast from eating but just spend lunchtime on Wednesdays praying. And I'm going to be praying particularly for non-Christian members in my own family and neighbourhood, and just kind of working my way up through that and pray for people that way. Anyway, there's some ideas and suggestions, but one thing's for sure, this is the week to decide that you're going to get on something and work out the details of what you're going to do. I'll be praying that God by his Spirit helps you find a good flow and the grace you need to make the most of this season, so we hit Easter really quite connected and with some new habits that can hopefully keep rolling out through the rest of the year. Love you guys. Catch you soon.